Okay. We are now streaming live from the court's YouTube channel in order to stay in compliance with the Texas Open. We're streaming live. Is CPS involved in this case?
No.
Okay.
It was. It has. I had CPS that was called on me, so that.
Mr. Pruitt?
I said, I'm sorry. I said there was CPS that was in the case that was brought up on me, and that was it was already handled and resolved. There was nothing made of the issue.
Okay.
So there should be a report in there for it.
Okay, I have the child custody evaluation. I've already looked at it. What I have printed in front of me is the recommendation. Have you all had an opportunity to speak with the custody evaluator?
Yes, we both spoke to the custody evaluator.
Okay, and you both know what their recommendations are?
Yes,
They
ma'am.
had none. Mm-hmm.
They did have recommendations.
They had a number of recommendations. So I'm just going to read off the recommendations. So joint managing conservators, meaning you all will have equal rights to the children, except for some of the rights that they specifically modified. The primary residence, they recommended that neither one of you are determined the conservator or the parent who is named as designating the primary residence for the children. In the report, it was concluded that you all have been in a tumultuous relationship, and it's a lot of friction, and a lot of these things take place in front of the children. So because of the discord and being unable to co-parent, they didn't believe that either one of you should be named as the conservator who determines the children's residence. They did recommend, however, that you all have somewhat of a close equal possession schedule. And equal can mean a 2-2-5, where the kids are with one parent 2 days, the other parent the 2 other days, and then you rotate the next 5 days, right? An equal possession schedule could also be a week on, week off. It just really depends on how close you all stay together, one, and how well you're able to co-parent, because the court is not inclined to give you all any, what do you call it? The court is not inclined to give you all an equal possession schedule if you can't co-parent. That's just not going to be what's in the best interest of the kids. They recommended that you all rotate the summer session. So usually in summer, one parent, the non-custodial parent, normally gets the 30 days in the summer. But if I follow this recommendation and give you all a close to equal possession schedule, then we would kind of have to modify the summer possession schedule. Do y'all have any questions so far?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
In that recommendation, it also recommended that the kids remain at the school that they was at, and that if Miss Bowden wanted to exercise the right of basically joint custody week on and week off, that she would need to move within the area of where the kids go to school, so therefore she can be able to take the kids to school and pick them up as seen. So that's also in that recommendation.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there. I was asking were there any questions thus far about what I had mentioned?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I do have a question about that. So we previously just had the summer. I can't see you, Judge. I don't know what happened.
Now you're on mute.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So we just had the summer, and I kept them in the month of June, and I gave her the kids for the month of July. So is that something that would be, like basically that can be modified for the summer, because that's what I did for this summer.
That's what I said. You have to listen. I said that.
Okay. All right.
I said if I go ahead and give you all a close to equal possession schedule, then we would have to modify the summer, because usually one parent the non-custodial parent has 30 days, like how you all said you did, but we would have to change that, right?
Yeah. Oh yes, I was just saying that basically because they were still in school basically the month of June because they was going to an intersection school. So I still had, I still had to have them because they had to still go to school in the month of June, and then I just gave it up in July. But that would have been in. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They recommended the children's primary residence remain in Dallas or contiguous counties. Mr. Pruitt, that you demonstrate to the satisfaction of the court that you will not transport the children without a valid driver's license. Now, this is not for you all to, let me know, I don't agree with that. That's not true. That's not what this is. I'm just telling you all what the recommendation is. Each parent should ensure that the children are in school during their possession time. It's recommended that the parents be allowed to change or alter their court order possession times as mutually agreed. So absent an agreement, you all will go based on what the court order said. Whenever possible, you all should participate in mediation instead of litigating. Because as you all are aware, litigation is not only time consuming, it can be very, very costly. And mediation will probably help you get to the root of whatever your issues are better. Registration and extracurricular activities on enrollment forms, emergency contacts, make sure those are properly filled out. The father should ensure that the peeling paints in his home do not contain lead and the children are protected from it. The children should engage in counseling. Father should profit from one-on-one counseling to address the various issues discussed about anger management and controlling his emotions. Mother should participate in individual counseling to address the various issues she discussed that were bothering her. The both of you can benefit from a parenting class. The parents or their significant others should not use any form of corporal punishment to punish the children. And the parents should submit to unannounced alcohol and drug testing. That concluded their recommendation. So you all have an hour per side. Now, how you choose to use that hour is totally up to you. You will be under a clock. So the clock will start as you all are presenting your case. So Ms. Bowden, you're the petitioner. That means you'll go first. You will call each one of your witnesses.
I have one thing to say first.
What's that?
We had mediation last week, but he didn't pay his side. I paid my side.
I got all that.
Okay.
I'll address that. I'll address all of that. You don't have to worry about that part. I just want to make sure you understand how your case goes because I don't want you to waste time.
Okay.
Discussing things or trying to bring things out that is really not going to help me make a decision, right? So I want to make sure you get the most use of your time. So all of these witnesses that you have online, your hour will count towards each of their testimony. Mr. Pruitt has the opportunity to object. When he objects, you stop talking. And when it's his turn to speak, Ms. Bowden, Mr. Pruitt will speak on his case. You'll just stop talking when an objection is made, because that'll give me an opportunity to make a ruling. But more importantly, my court reporter cannot type with two people talking at one time. So if for any reason you all want a copy of this transcript, in order for it to be clean, you have to not speak over each other. So your time will include any opening statement you would like to give. You can waive an opening statement. You don't have to make one. But if you choose to make an opening statement, it will count towards that. Any testimony that you give, it will count towards that. Introducing any exhibits, as well as a closing statement. So you all have an hour on the clock. You ready? Okay. We are on the record in cause number DF 2113774. This is a divorce with children action filed by you, Ms. Bowden. You are the petitioner in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And would you please state your name for the record?
LaShonda Shanice Bowden.
Mr. Pruitt, you are the respondent in this case, and you'll be proceeding today representing yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Please state your name for the record.
James Eric Pruitt, Jr.
Thank you. So the record is clear. Ms. Bowden, your attorney, your former attorney withdrew, so you will be proceeding and representing yourself as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Will you both please raise your right hand, and will everyone who intends to testify turn on their camera and raise their right hands? Okay, I can't see Ms. Darlene Bowden. It's dark. Okay, do you all swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you all may lower your hands. At this time, does anyone want to invoke the rule? Invoke the rule means that if there are any witnesses who intend to testify, you would like for them to sit in the waiting room as if you were in court and we were all sitting in court together. Invoking the rule, I can instruct the witnesses to sit out in the hallway. In this instance on Zoom, they'll be instructed to sit out in the waiting room. Did anyone want to invoke the rule, or are you all ready to proceed?
I would like to invoke the rule that they
Okay.
be called in as they are, called to testify.
Okay, so Mr. Pruitt has invoked the rule, which means that Ms. Bowden, Ms. Jones, Ms. Washington, you all will be placed in a waiting room until it is your opportunity to be called as a witness. So while you're in the waiting room, you all cannot have a conversation with each other. You are not allowed to look up the case on YouTube because we are streaming live on YouTube. You have to sit out in the waiting room as if you were sitting out in the hallway in the courtroom and just waiting till you're called. So at this time, I'm going to place you all in a waiting room.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, Ms. Bowden, at this time, would you like to make an opening statement?
Sure.
Okay. After you make your opening statement, Mr. Pruitt, you'll have your opportunity to make your opening statement. And then Ms. Bowden, after he makes his opening statement, then you can call your first witness.
Okay.
Okay, you may proceed.
Okay, Your Honor, today I am going to prove to the court that it is in my children's best interest to give me custody of my children. I will tell you about our relationship, family relationships, Mr. Pruitt's behavior and communication since me agreeing to give the girls to him a half of semester back in August of 2021. I have my mother, brother, and sister-in-law and auntie here to also talk about his behavior and communication, their own personal relationships, and the relationships with others, relatives who live close by. By the end of the hearing, I believe that you should decide that I have custody of my children. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does that conclude your opening statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, now it's your opportunity to give an opening statement if you like.
Yes, ma'am.
You may proceed.
I'm here to prove to the court today that I am a fit father and I am the more stable and responsible parent to continue to provide for the kids and also make sure that their well-being is being taken care of. I'm here to prove today that there has not ever been a problem or issue with me co-parenting with their mother, LaShonda Bowden, and that they are in best fit with being with me. My whole objective today is to get custody of my kids with me being a primary parent and sharing joint custody with their mother with the regular standardized Texas visitation. That's what I'm here for today, Judge. That's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Bowden, you may call your first witness.
I am going to call Shaylin Jones.
Okay. I'll admit her into the courtroom.
Judge,
Yes.
can I ask one question before we do that?
Yes, go ahead.
Aren't the witnesses that she bring in today was supposed to be on the discovery, so therefore they can be in the trial today, or she can just bring anyone?
That is a great question. Did you all exchange discovery, Ms. Bowden?
I
Yeah.
sent in the exhibits to the the guy that they told me to do it to. It was some Jolie Rivera. I sent everything to him.
No, Joey is the court reporter who's on the screen right there.
Mhm.
It's a female.
Okay.
He's speaking specifically about the discovery. So while you were represented by an attorney, did you receive discovery? Or let me ask a better question. Do you know what I'm referring to when I say discovery?
I know I've done a discovery before, so I'm not sure. I know I sent it in. So they said to send my evidence in, so I sent that in with the evidence.
Okay. It looks like discovery was performed because there was a motion to compel.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
This is a motion to compel against you, Mr. Pruitt, where you were ordered to pay attorney's fees.
And
Yes,
didn't.
ma'am. I was ordered to pay attorney fee.
Okay, did you send discovery to her? Because I'm only seeing where she sent discovery to you.
Yes, I did send discovery to her attorney and things like that. I didn't have any witnesses to bring for the matter, so I didn't put any down. But what I'm saying is that the witnesses that she have here are not putting her discovery.
Okay, what do you have the discovery responses that she sent that you can pull up on the screen for me? Because they're not filed with the court, so I can't see them.
I have to go back through my emails to figure it to see it. I can do that at the time. Hold on just a second.
Okay, and your time is running.
My time is running?
Yes.
For what now?
You made the objection for her witnesses. So I want to give you an opportunity to look for those discovery responses. Because if you're saying that the witnesses that are here are not who she disclosed, then I can't allow them to testify. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to look up that information, but to let you know that your time is going to be running while you're doing it.
Okay. Well, I can't find it, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm not able to find it.
Okay. All right.
But it should have been filed with the court if they placed it. It should have been filed with the court. So therefore, I don't know. I figured if it's filed with the court or if it's not filed with the court, then I don't think she should be able to bring in the witnesses. But if we need to continue, just continue on because I can't use my time trying to find it right now at this moment. I thought it should have been filed with the court.
What you filed is with the court. The initial disclosures, as you stated, where you said you had no witnesses.
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't see where her attorney filed the initial disclosures. Ms. Bowden, do you have a copy of the initial disclosures?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, your attorney would have filed them. They should have been filed with the court. I don't see them though.
I know I did the paperwork, but
I stopped both of you all's time so I can just make sure that I didn't miss anything. I see Mr. Pruitt's.
I just have an email saying we are forwarding to you a confirmed copy of the order of first supplement motion to compel discovery and for sanctions that we received from the district's clerk office. But
Right.
there's no attachment to it.
No, that's not what it is. It'll be the required initial disclosures.
So what I have her judge says on the compel discovery.
No, it's not that. It would be entitled required initial disclosures.
Required initial disclosures. Hold on just a second then.
Or to reference something like that.
Discovery for sanction that you signed on January the 4th. It should have been on January the 14th, Judge, that it was sent in.
Yours or hers?
Hers, because I see the email here from Jerry Melton saying that it was sent in on January the 14th. He said, "Hello, Judge Beecham. Several court clerks have advised me that they may not yet receive the order of file supplement motion to compel discovery and for sanction that you signed on January the 14th. So he signed it. Judge Beecham signed it on January the 14th.
Right, that's something different. That's the order to compel. We're looking for initial disclosures. So I guess the question is, Mr. Pruitt, are you objecting to any of these witnesses?
I object to them definitely because they wasn't a part of the discovery. This is just something that they just came up with today. But if we need to continue on, I'll continue on. I don't mind.
We're not going to continue on not following the law, though. So, Ms. Bowden, did you disclose these people on your initial?
I disclosed to my mother, my sister-in-law, and my brother, not my auntie.
Which one is your aunt?
Marquita.
Okay, so I'm going to admit Ms. Washington to let her know that she's excused, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Ms. Washington?
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your testimony is no longer needed for today. There are some, how can I say it? I guess you could say legal technicalities where you were not disclosed as a witness to give testimony today. So because of that, you're not allowed to give testimony and you are excused from the hearing, but you are free to watch the hearing on YouTube.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, now the other issue is, Ms. Bowden, you are required to file the initial disclosures with the court. And I do not see yours on the computer. I do see Mr. Pruitt's, because that's the only way that I will know, right, that the objection is valid or invalid. So he does have a legitimate objection about it. If I can't see who the witnesses are and you can't pull it up for me, I have no choice but to strike them from even giving testimony today.
Okay.
Okay, do you not have it? Your
I don't
attorney,
have it. No, I don't have it in my email, so.
okay, and your former attorney didn't provide you a copy with it? Yeah, I'm pulling up everything that I can see on the computer and I can't see it. And Mr. Pruitt, just so I'm clear, you were not provided a copy of the disclosures because a copy of it should have been sent to you.
It should
I
have.
never received it. I just received that I was reading to you the Capel discovery, and I'm not able to find it if that was sent because I was actually looking for it. Because I remember it, but I don't remember her putting anybody on there.
I see the emails from my lawyer sending his, but I don't see mine from him.
Okay, so like I said, unless you can pull it up, somebody can show me the proof. If I can't see it on the computer, then, but I can see his. It'll be different if I couldn't see his, right? I would be leaving it up to y'all to pull it up, but I can see his. Yours wasn't filed and it was supposed to be. Mr. Pruitt, were you trying to say something? You're on mute.
My lawyer probably did that on purpose.
Sorry, because I'm at work at the time, so I'm outside just waiting. So if it seemed like I was doing something, that's it.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and continue the hearing. I'm going to admit Ms. Bolden in, and I'm going to excuse her along with Ms. Jones. Okay.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Bolden, Ms. Jones. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Bolden, LaShonda Bolden, would you mind muting? Because I can hear the echo. Okay, great. So we have some legal technicalities this morning, and the objection was raised about you all being able to be a witness today. And before today, the court doesn't know for sure if you all were disclosed to give testimony. So because of that, as a result of it not being on the computer, you all are excused from giving any testimony for today. Okay. Well,
Yes,
thank you all for being here. You may log out, but you can still watch the hearing on YouTube.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay, so Ms. Bolden, are you ready to proceed? Ms. Bolden, you're on mute.
Yes.
Okay, you may call yourself as a witness or you may call Mr. Pruitt as a witness. It's pretty much up to you.
If I call myself as a witness, what am I just talking or he's questioning me?
You'll speak first and then he'll have an opportunity to cross-examine you and ask questions based on the testimony you just gave.
Okay, I'll just do that then.
Okay, you may proceed.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk because I left Mr. Pruitt February of 2021. I left and moved in with my mom. I decided to give the kids back to Mr. Pruitt when school started, for them to go to school with him for half a semester. That was our verbal agreement. For him to take them from August to December, and I get them back for that next semester and keep them. He decided to take my kids and cut off my communication. He stopped me from talking to them and seeing them. I missed a birthday, so I had to hire a lawyer to at least get custody of my kids. I had filed my own divorce, but I at least needed the lawyer to help me with visitation. So now I'm here today with evidence that Mr. Pruitt is very threatening towards me. He's very manipulative.
Your Honor.
Okay, hold on one second. What is your legal objection?
Legal objection is hearsay, Your Honor. She's saying that
Hearsay is hearing it from somebody else.
Hold on, Ms. Bowden, allow him an opportunity to speak. Mr. Pruitt, what's your legal objection?
my legal objection is hearsay, Your Honor. She don't have any any facts to prove that I've been keeping her from the kids, or you know what I'm saying, keeping her for the kids, and then she just said I was whatever word she just used, violent or something like that past. That's hearsay.
Okay, hearsay is a statement made by somebody other than the person who's speaking. So
Okay.
I'm going to overrule your objection on hearsay, but I want to make it clear that you can ask her questions related to her testimony once she's done with her testimony.
I got it.
Okay, you may proceed, Ms. Bowden.
Can I ask to proceed with exhibits also in my testimony?
Yes, ma'am. You can share your screen. Did you send the exhibits to my court reporter?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yes. So you can, if you have them on your phone or whichever device you're using and you need to share the screen, you can share the screen.
Okay.
The judge said that documents like that won't be prohibited because documents can be changed.
Mr. Pruitt, you're out of order right now. It's her opportunity to speak.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm trying to see, how do I share my screen?
It should be, are you on a cell phone?
I'm on my iPad.
Okay, there should be, if you tap the screen, it should be a button on there that says share screen at the bottom. Do you see it?
No.
Let me
see if I can switch.
if I can guide you, because I have the iPad up here as well.
Meeting.
Okay, let me see.
Am I using my time, Judge?
Yes. I will pause it really quickly though.
Oh, okay.
I can kind of navigate this for you. So on my iPad, it shows it at the top. I'm sorry, not the bottom. If you tap the screen, it says unmute, start. Well, I don't know which version of.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I got it.
Find it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you may proceed.
Okay. I'm going to start off with the threatening behavior by Mr. Pruitt. This is a police report filed in 2015. This is while I was pregnant with his first child. Well, his first daughter. I'm sorry. He has a son also.
Okay.
He was provided 5 years of probation with that, and it was concurrent with that and some other charges from his first baby mama. So he just received 5 years of probation for that. He also just currently.
Before you move on, were you trying to admit that into evidence?
Yes, it's evidence.
Okay. What exhibit number were you trying to get?
It's exhibit number 6.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, do you have any objection to the document?
I have a response to the document. I wouldn't object to the document. No, ma'am.
You have an objection to?
I don't object. Your Honor.
Okay. So petitioner's exhibit number 6 is admitted.
Okay, I'm also
Hold on one second, Ms. Bowden. We're trying to make sure you have them listed so my court reporter can keep up with it.
yes,
What number does she have it listed as?
6.
Did you label them when you emailed them to her?
Yes. That's exhibit 6, A and B.
What I was.
I'm sorry, that was A and C. I'm sorry.
States, if you look, it's a draft of a summary of testimony regarding claims, fees, and disclosure. These are from Mr. Yes.
Are you sure you sent the exhibits to joey.rivera@dallascounty.org?
Yes, I sent 5 different emails to her because they all wasn't sent at once.
When did you do it today?
No, I did it a week ago.
A week ago.
Okay, so she gotta resend them.
Okay, she said you have to resend them.
I sent them on July 20th to her.
Should have been filed for it.
Hold on, Ms. Bowden, you may not have to resend them.
Okay.
A week ago, we didn't have hearing that weekend, and they went to the folder.
Okay, Ms. Bolden, we were trying to figure out, it's a glitch going on with the computer. I was trying to assist. Go ahead and resubmit the email that you sent on the 20th. Go ahead and forward it again to joey.rivera@dallascounty.org.
But she did get it.
She got it, but we can't pull it up. I don't, that's why I'm saying it's like a glitch.
Okay.
And then I got a quarter of a.
We found them. They're text messages and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, we found them. We were able to pull it up and download them.
No, she.
Okay, and you just emailed them again?
Yes.
Okay, we have them. Thank you, Ms. Bolden. Thank you,
No
Joe.
problem.
All right, you ready to proceed? We're ready to proceed, Ms. Bolden. You may.
Okay. Okay, I just want to talk about Mr. Pruitt's aggressive behavior towards me, Judge. And when it's time to get my kids also from him. He's very threatening. This should be an exhibit. Oh, first I wanted to show the judge, to show you that it was agreement that he was supposed to give the kids back to me in December of that year. This is his message to me off of one of the girls' iPad, saying that he would give the girls back to me at that basically that's end of that semester, and he still did not give them back to me.
Okay. Are you trying to admit this in the evidence?
Yes, this is exhibit 1A.
Any objection, Mr. Pruitt?
Now I want to
Hold on, Ms. Bolden. Mr. Pruitt
Okay.
is trying to say something, but he's on mute.
Okay.
I said, I object, Your Honor. The girl's iPad is not evidence that is actually me speaking. The girl's iPad go from one house to the next. Also, as well as the girls have cell phones. They don't have an iPad. They haven't had iPads in I don't know how long.
Okay, so to your first objection about she hasn't made it clear that it's you. Ms. Bolden, you will have to lay the proper foundation. So you will have to go through a series of steps, which is testimony, to show how that is actually Mr. Pruitt having that conversation.
Okay. The iPad was at his house, but okay. I can't prove that.
Okay, so I'm going to sustain his objection to the lack of foundation.
Okay,
When I sustain something, that means that that testimony or that piece of evidence won't come in.
okay.
Okay, you may continue.
Okay, well, I'm going to prove, I'm going to show the court his threatening behavior towards me. And every time it's time to try to go get my kids, is always something. Sometimes he give them to me, sometimes he don't give them to me. He keeps them for whatever reason he decides to keep them for. I'm just going to put in some evidence first about the his threatening ways. That's Exhibit 4.
Okay, and you can share your screen.
Dropping off or picking up? Picking up.
Okay, I noticed that the court reporter picked up Mr. Pruitt. I know you're at work and you were talking to someone else. It picked up what you said, dropping off or picking up. I just want the record to be clear that Mr. Pruitt was speaking to someone at his job. This isn't a sentence related to the court proceeding. And which exhibit were you showing next, Ms. Bowden?
Exhibit 4.
Okay,
I don't, mine's is spread it out through my phone, so I have to just trying to find it like that way, but I can't access the email from the iPad while I'm on here.
okay. I just wanted to remind you that my time was running.
Okay, I have this so far, but it's more evidence that I need to find. But this is part of Exhibit 4. This is Mr. Pruitt talking.
Okay,
And these are the comments from Mr. Pruitt from that same post.
you say post, where was this posted?
On Facebook.
When did he post it? It says Wednesday.
Well, that's when I screenshotted it, but this was in 2021.
Okay.
After I left him, sorry.
And you
And
said
this is,
exhibit 4?
I'm sorry.
Is this all still exhibit 4?
Yes, this is another piece of that.
I object to this, Your Honor.
Wait a minute, let me wait until she's ready to admit it. Ms.
Okay.
Bowden, is this the entire exhibit for exhibit 4, or are you gonna show?
No, I'm gonna show more.
Okay,
I can't find it right now, but I'm trying to look through my stuff to find it. Because I have to share it on the screen, right?
yes.
Is it okay to take this down and find the rest of them?
Well, if they're gonna be a part of the same exhibit, it'll be helpful to go through each one of them. He has an
Okay,
opportunity to review them so he can object.
okay. Okay, here's a text message from Mr. Pruitt.
Wait a minute,
He's-
Ms. Bowden. Are you done showing Facebook messages? Because if you're moving to text messages, we probably need to break those up into different exhibits.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was done with those messages, but I have other messages.
Okay, so thank you. It wasn't clear to me. Now, Mr. Pruitt, do you have any objection to these Facebook posts and messages or comments rather?
Yes, ma'am, I do object to the
Okay.
Facebook messages. Those Facebook pages are not me. There's no foundation that is me. Social media has people that make fake pages every day, all day. So there's no foundation that's me.
Okay, Ms. Bowden, did you want to give some additional testimony to show how you know that those
It's-
were produced by Mr. Pruitt?
It's saying kinfolk and stuff. It's saying brother. These are personal relationships to these people, so they know exactly who this is. And he's saying kinfolk back. He's saying fam, so he knows who these people are.
I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
However, you're using it as an exhibit. So it's your burden to prove that it's actually him who's making those posts and making those comments and not somebody else that may have access to his page. So do you want to give additional testimony to show how you can prove it?
No.
Okay, so I am going to sustain his objection for lack of foundation. So those Facebook posts will not come into evidence. All right, you may move on with your next piece of evidence.
Okay, but what about him saying the same thing to me?
Okay, you can testify to anything that he said to you.
Okay. Well, I have personal text messages of him. Well, that's about his girlfriends calling me. He also uses females to threaten me because his girlfriend called me, and that's what on this message, that's what it's also saying. I have a text message also saying that he can use that he knows some girl that can basically that can beat me up. and the girl called me.
Okay.
This is text messages me telling Mr. Pruitt about the girl calling my phone.
Which year?
And,
I see April. It doesn't say the year.
no, it was this year. That's why.
Okay, okay.
This one here is Mr. Pruitt always keep telling me to go kill myself. This is how I know it was him in the Facebook messages, because he's always telling me to kill myself.
Which exhibit number?
This is also in exhibit number 4.
Well, it wouldn't be exhibit number 4 because I sustained his objection to exhibit 4, which were those Facebook posts. So you may want to give this one a different number.
Okay, well, this will be in exhibit 5.
5, okay. All right. Are you moving to admit these right now, or did you want to show additional text messages?
I have additional text messages.
Okay. So go ahead and once you show all of the text messages you want to admit under exhibit 5, then you can move to admit them.
Okay.
And for timekeeping purposes, Ms. Bolden, you have 38 minutes and 29 seconds left. Mr. Pruitt, you have 54 minutes and 23, 54 minutes and 23 seconds left.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
Okay, Judge, I just want to show the way that Mr. Pruitt talks to me when I'm just trying to ask him questions about the kids. Well, this is just basically just him telling me that he hopes that somebody kills me or that I kill myself, basically. On this one, he said, do us a favor and kill yourself due to depression.
Okay. Are you looking to go ahead and admit exhibit 5?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, any objection to exhibit 5?
Yes, I object, Your Honor. The tag on exhibit 5 is all saying girl's daddy. That's not my phone number. There's no foundation that this is me texting her. It can very well be her brother.
Ms. Bolden, whose phone is this?
This is my phone and his phone, ma'am.
No, you took a screenshot of your phone, is that correct?
Yes.
And what is his name in your phone?
It's girl's daddy. I can show you the phone. I can show you my phone right now. It has his number on it. I can show my screen and show girl's daddy. And that's his number. That's my contact for him, girl's daddy.
Okay. Well,
And
and
it's his phone number.
don't say his phone number out loud because, you know.
I'm not saying it out loud, but it's there.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I mean, what other way am I supposed to prove that? It's text messages from me and him, so I have to have it saved. That's something.
You don't have to prove anything else. The objection is overruled. The text messages, Exhibit 5 is admitted.
Thank you.
You may continue.
Let me see what else I have. I want to show that that Mr. Pruitt has had girls for the school year, and he barely takes them to school. If they miss school, they have some unexcused absences from when they go to the doctor, but they have missed a lot of days of school, at least more, I would say more than 10 days of school. From what the, well, I guess I can't say things from the girls, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have the school attendance from the school showing how many days that the girls has missed this past school year. And it shows you the code on if it was excused, unexcused, or if it was just an absence. This here is Jamie's. They have the dates here at the bottom showing all the days that she missed and why. And Jemiah is just a little bit more. She has more than her sister, more missed days. He barely gets up and takes them to school. He doesn't like me to get them from school sometimes. He doesn't involve me in anything at the school. My kids had kindergarten graduation and I missed both of the graduations because he did not tell me. And this is Exhibit 7, A and B.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, any objection?
I object, Your Honor. This exhibit doesn't have a DISD seal and stamp to let us know that this is a DISD document.
It has DISD at the top.
Anybody can get that logo off of anything, Your Honor, but it's not the stamp. It's not stamped as a Dallas DISD approved document.
Okay, I guess, Mr. Pruitt, what would the stamp?
The stamp is usually always sealed. It's always at the bottom of every DISD document. That there can be put on anything, but the actual seal is what they put on every document that they have.
Ma'am, I got this from the school. It has the school name and everything at the top.
Okay, so you got it from the school?
Yes, ma'am, I got it from the school. They grades and everything on it. I don't know the teacher names. I don't know any of that to put that on there. I didn't even know their teachers' names.
Hold on one second. How did you get it from the school?
I went and picked it up. I called the school for the last report card in the attendance record, and I went and picked it up. I picked it up June 26th.
Did you send in any type of document?
No, I called the school.
Okay, I didn't even finish my statement. Okay, did you send in any type of document that was accompanied with some sort of affidavit to get the documents?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
Okay. And Mr. Pruitt, what is your legal objection?
What is my legal objection is that that this is not an actual document. This is a document she made.
Okay, I'm looking at the document. It looks like an actual DISD document.
But she doesn't have, I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
It looks like an actual document. And if she's picking it up from the school, it's likely they probably didn't seal it. So
They supposed to seal every document that they get. It's always sealed, and there's always legal documentation that she has to put in to do things. You see what I'm saying? Like, she didn't get an affidavit from anybody saying that they gave her this
But
package.
I have shared custody, so why do I need to do that?
okay, so he does have a point at the end of what he just said. So even though you all have shared custody, you are allowed to get documents. However, if you're going to use them as evidence in a hearing, there is a certain protocol that you have to use in order to get the documents. You have to have something from the person written who gave it to you, or they have to be here to actually say that this is the official document. So because of that, I will have to sustain the objection as far as you not being the custodian of record. You testified that you got the records from somebody at the school, but that person isn't actually here to authenticate the records. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Ms. Bolden?
Yes.
Okay, you may proceed with your next evidence or your testimony.
Okay. I just want to show that I'm gonna be done for now, Judge.
Okay, so you're passing yourself as a witness, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Pruitt, this is now your opportunity to ask questions of Ms. Bolden. Now, let me just make it clear. These are questions, not statements, okay?
Correct.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay. First question I would like would be on the evidence that she entered as the affidavit that was in 2015. So, Ms. Bolden, I want to ask you of the evidence that you entered into the court as evidence. What was that? What was that you actually provided us?
It was your charge.
What was the charge for?
Assault, family violence, and implicated breath circulation.
And was that in 2015?
Yes, it was.
Right. On that same charge that was in 2015, did you later on sign an affidavit stating that you were scared and that the police scared you and you only said those things because you were scared at the moment? Did you sign an affidavit saying that?
I'm not stating that. I signed an affidavit, but not stating that.
Okay. Did you sign an affidavit to drop charges?
I signed an affidavit to get the father of my child home to see his child born.
And what does that mean?
I signed an affidavit. I don't know what I signed it for. I signed it because you told me to sign it.
Later on, did you, after the alleged offense, did you later on move back in to stay with me as well as you and the kids?
I only had one child at that time, so I had my child and moved in with you. Yes.
So you did move back in with me. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I tried my
Okay,
best to make things work.
that's fine. So when were we separated?
I left you in February of 2021
February 2021. And at that moment, where did you go?
to my mom.
To your mom. Okay, so when you went to your mother's house, later on you said that you gave me the kids back. Is that correct?
Correct.
Was that the reason? Was the reason that you giving me the kids back because you and your mother got into it and you moved from there as well?
No, that's not the reason why. I gave you back my kids because I didn't have anything. I didn't have a car. I didn't have an apartment. I didn't have no transportation of getting them back and forth to school. So I let you keep them for a half a semester in the intention to get them back.
Okay. So did you later move with your brother at that moment?
I was
that you
between my
gave the
mom.
kids back
I
to
was
me?
between my mother and my mom's house.
You
I
was
stayed
between
at
your
both
mom.
houses.
Okay, so you stayed at your mother and in your brother's house, correct?
Correct.
And you said that there was an agreement between you and me that what now?
It was a verbal agreement that you would take the kids from August to December and that you would give them back to me in December.
You said a verbal agreement, correct?
Yes.
That I would take the kids from August to December.
That's what I said.
If there was a verbal agreement that I would take the kids from August to December, Ms. Bowden, why did you file for custody of the kids later in November?
Because you took them and did not let them talk to me and did not let them, and I couldn't see them. So that's why I had to later file for custody because I couldn't see my kids.
Okay. So my question to you, Ms. Bowden, if you was not able to see your kids, did you ever make any police report of this matter?
I could make police reports because I had no. Actually, I made police reports after getting my visitation rights. At the days that you left, that you did not give them to me, yes, I did make police reports.
Did you provide the courts with any of this proof?
I have proof.
I said, did you provide?
No, I can. I have it.
I'm sorry, you would have had to do that during the discovery. So
Oh,
I was asking, did you provide any of the proof of me not giving you your kids in the discovery of the court? Was it filed?
You mean my evidence? No.
Yes. Was your evidence filed? Okay. So therefore, it's hearsay that I was keeping the kids from you.
It's not hearsay. It came out of your mouth.
So my question is, so why did you give the kids back to me?
I just told you I didn't have a car. I didn't have an apartment. I didn't have nothing. I had recently just got a job. So I gave the kids back to you to get on my feet so I can be able to take care of my kids when I got them back.
Okay. So at that time you was will we say you were unstable?
I won't say I was unstable. I left you, so I had nothing. I had to start over.
Okay. During the time of the kids going to school, did you help or supply the kids with anything to go to school?
I tried to. You would not let me.
Do you have any proof of me not letting you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you enter that proof and file it with the court?
Is it my exhibits? I have not showed the proof yet.
Okay, thank you. So therefore, we said that you later moved with your mother. You were staying from your mother to your brother home, okay? And that you gave me back the kids, correct? So how long have the kids been living with me?
For the last 2 years now.
Have there been any truancy?
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. You don't tell me anything.
Okay.
Didn't even know when they graduated kindergarten.
So as far as you know, do you feel the kids are going to school and moving and progressing?
What? I don't understand the question.
Meaning, do you feel the kids are progressing with learning and going to school?
Yeah, they say they Gigi helps them a lot.
All right. I rest there, Your Honor.
Okay, no further questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Bolden, is there anything additional you would like to tell the court?
Yes, ma'am. I want to prove to the court that Mr. Pruitt's on days that he did not let me get the children, sometimes he blamed it on car trouble when he did not have car trouble. He just didn't want to bring me my kids.
Okay,
I did make a police report. I have one here, but I did not get the other two because they said it was incomplete. I
okay.
have a text message of me asking him about meeting. Let's see. Okay, Judge. Oh, I need to add one more. I'm sorry, I forgot that one, but I can start with this. This is me asking Mr. Pruitt if I can talk to my girls. He's telling me no, he on the phone, and then sending me screenshots of him on the phone after me asking if I can talk to my girls. This is me asking him if he can meet me downtown him saying no. We had a meeting location to meet. He also told me no about the meeting location. I tried to get the girls from him before he goes to work, or I try to see what's okay for him, if he can have a family member or somebody bring the kids to me. He always tells me no, that I need to come and get them. This is him texting off my mom's phone, talking about he's having car trouble and that he could not meet me with my kids. This is the report that I made that same weekend because I had spent money on the kids to go to the aquarium for a birthday party. And I lost that money because he kept the kids from me that weekend.
Does this complete that text message that you're trying to admit?
This here is me. No, ma'am.
Okay.
This is me asking about Jamie, about one of the kids going to the doctor and him refusing to tell me information about my kids.
Okay.
I had a video, but I don't know if that video is okay to show.
Yeah, I mean, you have to lay the foundation to get it admitted, so.
It's been admitted. Oh, I'm sorry. You talking about like right here? Okay.
Okay, before you go to that video, though, those text messages need to be admitted.
Okay.
Are you moving to admit them right now?
Yes, but the video is part of one of the text messages.
Okay.
It basically goes hand in hand. It was the same day.
Oh, okay. I'll follow you.
Okay.
What's today's date? They have my stamp now.
Oh, they did.
Mhm.
Can't find my video.
Judge, do you mind if I ask you what time is left, please?
Sure. Ms. Bolden has 23 minutes left. You have 46 minutes and 28 seconds. Which you all don't have to use up all your time. That's just, from the time that you were allotted. The original is on top. You're welcome. Have a good day. Good to see you. Are you still trying to get the
Looks-
video to play, Ms. Bolden?
No, it looks like it won't upload.
Okay.
Um, so the exhibits that were sent to the coordinator can't be pulled up.
Well, that's the thing. It's your responsibility to produce your exhibits. We just have to make sure that, and when I say we, my staff, they have to make sure that the court has a copy of it. But if you want to admit it, you're the one who actually have to play and produce it, share the screen and share it, everything like that.
Okay, but this said it was interrupted. Okay, well the video looked like it won't be shared because I'm clicking on photos and it's not. I guess because it's a video, it won't add into this.
Okay. What exhibit number were you given those text messages that you showed first?
This is exhibit 7.
Okay. All right. Any objection, Mr. Pruitt?
Yes, I object, Your Honor, for foundation. I seen a couple of the messages that didn't even have a name tag or anything. And then also, Your Honor, that this is not foundation of me denying her kids.
Okay. The text messages, Ms. Bolden, would you put it back up on the screen so the court could see which name was on it?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, this was the report that I made for not getting the kids on.
No, ma'am, the text messages.
Yeah, this is all part of it here.
Okay, that report cannot be a part of the text messages.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know what messages he's talking about.
the
Because they
ones
all
you
say
put
girl
up last-
daddy.
the ones you put up last said exhibit, you labeled them exhibit 7, where you said that you asked to FaceTime the kids. These aren't the text messages.
No, these were part of the text messages. This
You
was
didn't show one. Yeah,
the FaceTime. Every time I exit out the sharing, it takes everything away from me. So I have to find them all again.
okay, so the text messages that I saw had girl's daddy on it, is that right?
Yeah, these also have girl's daddy on it.
Okay, so the objection is overruled, Mr. Pruitt. So the text messages labeled number 7, the only ones that came up on the screen were related to the FaceTime where he was still on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones that were admitted. The other ones that you just had shown on the screen, those were not a part of that thread.
Okay. Mm. Well, I had more than that a part of it, but I'll just can you have the girls FaceTime me?
That's the text message that's getting it, that's exhibit 7.
Yes.
Okay.
And they have the dates and the person who sent it.
Correct. That's why I asked you to put it back up, because
Yes,
he was
ma'am.
objecting to foundation, and I wanted to make sure that it was the same name, girl's daddy, that you had in your phone that corresponds with Mr. Pruitt.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may continue.
The other ones that I had was also proving that I'm trying to do my best with trying to co-parent with Mr. Pruitt. And Judge, in that message also was also saying that I took their iPad. So that kind of proves that it was him messaging me on their iPad.
You don't have to go back through that again. I've already admitted those messages.
Okay. Okay. Okay, these are me asking questions about my kids or trying to get the kids on certain days or my days, and Mr. Pruitt denies me or is late or doesn't give me the kids at all.
And this is a different set of text messages from Exhibit 5 and Exhibit 7, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. What exhibit number are these?
8.
Okay. Exhibit 8, all right, is admitted.
And I just have one more thing before I pass it over. I just want to talk a little bit more about Mr. Pruitt's violence. He also went to jail recently or last year for having possession of a gun and carrying the gun. I can't say stuff the kids have said. I know he carries the gun with him a lot for his threatening wise. I have been told things, but things I can't say here today. I have evidence of the charge of for his weapon that he carried. I guess of him going to jail for that. The girls was riding in the car with him when he got pulled over, so they had to somebody had to pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he called the family member, so I wouldn't know. So they had to go with that family member, and I guess he went on to jail. But I also have that that paperwork from the court.
Okay.
Oh, wrong.
Okay. Are you
And
looking to admit these?
Yes, and because I had to let my mom pick up the kids a lot from Mr. Pruitt because he always threatened me in some type of way. So that's why we had that meeting location at the mall. And then even then I still didn't feel comfortable with just me going to get my kids by myself.
Okay.
I either if I go, I'll have my brother or my sister-in-law go, or if they're not with me, then I have my mom go, period.
Okay. All right, Mr. Pruitt, is there any objection?
No objection at the time, Your Honor.
Okay. Which exhibit number is this, Ms. Bowden?
9.
Exhibit 9.
Yeah, forgetting the numbers.
Exhibit 9 is admitted. Okay. All right. Do you have anything else you wish to say or any evidence to present? Ms. Bowden, you have 12 minutes and 8 seconds left.
I just have one more thing to say. Since the girls have been in James' possession, their hair have been very unhealthy. I have asked him to give me the girls back so I can get their hair back on track. The oldest one, edges have fallen completely out, and the youngest one have a patch missing in her hair.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okay, thank you. All right. Do you close as well? Do you rest and close? Or do you still want to give a closing statement?
I can give a closing statement.
Okay, after Mr. Pruitt goes, you can give your closing statement. Mr. Pruitt, now's your opportunity to present your case, to ask any questions, or say, you know, what it is that you want me to know. And Ms. Bowden will have an opportunity to ask you questions similarly to what you just did, okay?
Okay. Before she closed though, Judge, didn't I have the opportunity to cross-examine the last parts that she had to say at the end that she added? Because I only cross-examined the first part of her testimony. Now she just had a different part. So I just wanted to.
Yes,
Okay.
and after you're done with her, then we will move to you.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead.
First, I wanted to address so first, during this long lengthy trial and stuff that we've been going through, Miss Bowden, I want to ask you, we had a court date that was with Judge Scott Beecham. Do you remember the rulings from Judge Scott Beecham?
He just gave me possession on the days that we have now. He was just giving me possession days. It was temporary orders, yes.
Temporary orders. So what was the temporary orders at that time?
That I get my kids first, third, fourth, and fifth weekends.
So was there a temporary order saying that the kids should remain with Mr. Pruitt and you get the kids on first, third, and fifth weekend?
That was a temporary order. Yes, we had to
Okay,
still go to trial or to go, we still had other things to do. That was just to get me visitation of my kids.
Okay, I'm just trying to acknowledge, was there a temporary order in place that had the kids staying with me and coming to you bi-weekly? That's what I'm asking you.
That's what I just said.
Okay, yes, so you agree. Okay, secondly, we had another court date that was with Judge Kim Cook. Did she rule along with Judge Scott Beecham or did she change anything?
She didn't. She did change some things, but then she also wanted us to have a child evaluation. So she just stayed with the ruling for now, and let us do the evaluation. We did
So
not have a trial with her. We just had a hearing.
So with that hearing with Judge Kim Cook, she decided to rule with Judge Scott Beecham and continue to keep temporary custody where it was, correct?
Yeah, we didn't present a case to her. So yeah, she just left it how it was.
Okay. Also, I wanted to know, did in that same ruling of Judge Kim Cook, did she also give you the opportunity to pick up the kids every Friday that you was off to pick them up directly from school?
Yeah, and I did. That's what the text messages show too. The text message I submitted also showed that I picked asking me if I can pick up the kids from school. But it was some Fridays that I could not because I had to work. So yes, the Fridays that I was able to, I did. If I was not able to, I communicated that with you and I set up a time to meet on that Friday. If it was at 7:30, 4:30, or 6:30, I tried my best to make it work.
Okay. On the times that you have accused me of keeping the kids from you, did I give a second alternative, meaning you can pick them up from my mother because I'm not able to bring them, I'm at work? Because I've seen the exhibit that you posted and I said I was at work, I couldn't bring them to you.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get alternate times for you. And I also called your mother to see if she can meet me. My paperwork says that we meet at this location because I'm threatened to go to Oak Cliff where you live. So no, I don't go to your home to get them. I either get them from school if I'm able to, or I let my mom meet you, or I'll call your mother since you can't call her yourself, and I'll set up something with her. You always say is that you always put your mama in it as if she can't do anything.
So you said that you were scared to come to my residence, Oak Cliff, correct?
Yeah, I don't like coming to your house to pick them up. I don't like coming anywhere on your side of town to pick them up.
Okay. Judge, can I enter something at this time or no?
Yes, did you send your exhibits to my court reporter?
I did not. So I can't.
No, you can. You just need to make sure you send them to her.
Okay, it's a video.
Okay. Are you going to share your screen?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen at this moment.
Okay.
Share screen.
Can you see it?
Start broadcast. Hold on just a second. It's sharing my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Here we go.
Now, bitch, do you have insurance? Don't nigga hit me. Yeah, get my
Okay.
What does
I'm gonna,
that prove?
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen at this moment, Your Honor.
Okay. Were you looking to admit that video into evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Bolden, do you have any objection?
Yes, because I mean he took that video of me because he hit my car, but then he wanted to see me react from that. But
Okay,
I called my
okay, hold on. But by your own admission just then, you're saying that's you in the video and he
yeah,
was,
that's me in the video, but
okay,
he
so
hit my car.
what is your legal objection? What is your legal objection?
Don't have one.
Okay, so it's clear based on
But I'm just trying to understand, what does that prove?
hold on, it doesn't matter what it proves. It's his job to tell us, right?
Okay.
What it is he's doing. Right now, he's just trying to get it admitted. And by your own admission, it's him recording, you're in the video. So the video is admitted.
But from my understanding, that the evidence was supposed to be.
Ms. Bolden, hold on, you're out of order. He can submit it after the fact, as long as he gets it to our court reporter. Now, whether he does it or not, that's on him, okay? But he has to send over the evidence. He can do it after the fact. It's okay. Mr. Pruitt, this is, what do you want to give this exhibit title?
Exhibit 1.
Exhibit 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Okay. So, Ms. Bolden, in that video that we just seen, was that you?
I just said that.
It's a yes or no question.
Yes.
In that same video, Ms. Bolden, is that you holding a knife in your hand?
Oh, I didn't see a knife.
Do I need to replay the video, Judge?
If you choose to, but I didn't see a knife.
So, Judge, what do I do in this matter?
You showed the video. You're testifying.
Okay. I'm testifying. Okay, so that is you in the video holding a knife. The question that I want to ask Ms. Bolden, you said that you were scared to come to my residence, correct?
Yes, that's why I come with
And
protection if I come.
Oh, but you said you were scared to come, and then you had the judge put in an order for us to have a meeting location. Is that correct?
Correct.
So why are you at my residence with a knife in your hand?
You did not pick up your phone to come get your kids, so I dropped them off when you was not at home, but you pulled around the corner to hit my car. So yes, I got out to protect myself. That's what happened.
No.
Yes, you did not answer your phone that day.
Judge, I just wanted to acknowledge the fact if she was so scared, she wouldn't be at my house.
Hold on. You're not testifying to me. You're asking her question.
Okay, yes. So, Ms. Bolden, at that time when you said I wasn't at home, correct? Is there any other legal actions that you can take besides coming to my home that you're scared of?
Your girlfriend coming down the street at me with a shovel.
No, I said, is there any legal actions that you can take before coming to my home that you are scared of? Meaning, if I'm not answering the phone and you have to drop off the kids, you called 911 and make a police report. Did you do so?
I have before, and they did not help me.
That's not what I asked.
I've done that before. I just dropped them off and I tried to pull off, but I could not do that.
That day, did you file a police report saying that I was neglecting the kids, is what I'm asking.
No, that did not help me the last time.
Thank you. Also, Ms. Bolden, on the charge that you just brought, that you just added the exhibit in where you said that I had the charge of unlawful carry, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if I pleaded guilty to that charge?
I don't know what you did.
Okay. Do you know if I've been convicted of that charge?
No, you take probation for everything.
So therefore, at this moment, it's hearsay, correct?
No.
I rest her, Your Honor.
Okay, you have no other questions for her?
No, ma'am, that's it.
Okay. All right. Now you may proceed with your case, Mr. Pruitt.
All right, Your Honor, we're gonna make this what it is. However, what I'm here to state, Your Honor, is that I'm just basically making a testimony to my case. Your Honor, I have Miss Bowden have not proven me to be an unfit father. She also has not proven me to be any danger or anything towards my children at this time. I've also was rewarded temporary custody from two different judges, Judge Scott Beecham as well as Judge Kim Cook. At this time, Your Honor, I can just say that when Miss Bowden left our relationship and moved away, she moved with her mother. In that time of her staying with her mother, she called me because her and her mother had got into it. And she was therefore moving from her mother's house and moving to her brother where she would be sleeping on the couch. And the kids had nowhere to stay. At that point of time, that was at the end of July, starting August. And that was in 2021. I have been an upstanding parent and father and took control and matter of my kids since 2021 when she failed to have the ability to do for them as well as provide for them a place to stay and stability. At that point in time, for the past 2 years that I have had the kids, Ms. Bowden has paid no child support, and Ms. Bowden has refused to help me with the kids because she feels that since I have the kids and I'm such a good father, I should be able to do it all myself. So I've been doing it all myself for the past 2 years. Ms. Bowden has not provided any proof. Ms. Bowden has not proven anything that show that I have kept her from her kids, from her assigned days, or rather not anything else. I've had the kids, once again, like I said, since August in 2021. The kids have been to school for 2 years. Each child have attended school as well as proceeded to the next grade level. Ms. Bowden has had the opportunity to spend time with her kids, take vacationing with her kids every weekend that she was supposed to. Now, there has been times where I've had car trouble or I was at work and I couldn't bring her the kids at the admitted time. And I told her, hey, you can pick up the kids. I gave her an alternate route to pick up the kids, not refuse to give her the kids, but an alternate route for her to get the kids because the court ordered her to pick up the kids from school on Fridays, the days that she was off. And she also lost her job of employment during that time and still never picked up the kids on Friday directly from school. So she have not proven anything that says that the kids are not being taken care of and the kids are not going to school. She also have not proven me to be an unfit father. She also have not proven to be a better parent or putting them in a better situation than they are now. Ms. Bowden had failed to have a place to stay in the first meeting with Scott Beecham. That's why Judge Scott Beecham, had granted me temporary custody because the mother did not have nowhere to stay at that time or a vehicle. Secondly of all, we had another hearing with Judge Kim Cook that she seen fit that the kids remain staying with me and going to school where they have been going. And the only thing Miss Kim Cook seen different was that we have a meeting location at North Park Mall because Miss Bowden has said that she feels threatened. I have provided an exhibit and proof to the court that Miss Bowden is clearly not scared of anything. She's clearly came to my home that she says that she's so scared to come to. And she also brought, like she said, protection when she come. She failed to follow the law at that point. If I refuse to get the kids and I'm not trying to take the kids back, that's where you make a report with the police of of me not getting the kids back. So with that, I feel that I've been doing it for 2 years. I've been taking care of the kids for 2 years without Miss Bowden help. She has nothing to prove that she has helped me. Her or her mother has helped buy or supply the kids with any school supplies, any school clothes, any shoes, or anything to help them throughout their journey of life. With that being said, Your Honor, I rest my case.
Okay. Ms. Bowden, this is your opportunity to cross-examine and ask questions of Mr. Pruitt.
I have to ask questions, or can I defend myself on something he said?
You have to ask questions.
Okay, so
Right. I just want to be clear, make something very clear to the both of you.
mhm.
It is not my job to determine whether or not you need to defend yourself, he need to defend himself, and whomever telling the truth, because the reality of it is this: how you all feel about the situation and whatever has transpired is going to be your interpretation of it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth or not the truth. So what I need are facts. Facts, that's what helps me in making a decision based on what the law says. So you all can choose to use your time and feud and go back and forth and fight each other. That's how you choose to use your time. That's on you. But that doesn't help me make a decision that is going to be what's in the best interest of these children.
No,
So
I just had evidence.
I understand, but I just want you to understand when you say defend yourself is not necessary, because there are questions that I'm writing down because neither one of you are giving me the testimony or even provided any evidence that's helping me get to the questions that I still have answers to. I mean, I need answers to. So neither one of you I don't want either one of you to feel like you have to defend yourself. Just put your case on with facts that will assist me in making a sound decision that's in the best interest of these children. Do you both understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now, Ms. Bowden, you may ask Mr. Pruitt questions.
Okay, Mr. Pruitt, did you go to jail for 3 months for assaulting me in 2015 while I was pregnant with your child?
Yes.
Okay. Have you followed the judge's temporary order since being in place of December of 2021?
Yes.
Did we verbally agree on you having the girls for a first semester and you giving them back by Christmas break?
No.
Where do you currently stay?
The same residence that you were staying with me for 10 years.
Who home is that?
851 Clean Harbor.
Is that
Mine.
your home?
It's my family heirloom.
Is it in your name?
All the bills are in my name. The house is not. That's not
Okay.
owned by me.
Did you receive 5 years probation for the assault of your first child's mother and for assaulting me?
No.
You didn't? I have that on record. It was an exhibit submitted.
Nothing against you, sweetheart. You signed the affidavit.
Oh, it was concurrent. It was also still concurrent. But still, did you receive 5 years probation for the assault of your first baby mama if it wasn't about me?
Correct.
Okay, so you have a history, I would say, do you think you have a history of violence against women, you will say?
No.
Okay. Do you have custody of your first child?
I have joint custody.
So how is joint custody? What days do you feel like you have your son?
I have my son the first, third, and fifth weekend every month, also every Thursday of every week.
So that's not joint custody. You have you're on child support for your child, are you?
That's joint custody, and she have conservatorship.
Are you on child support for your child?
Yes, I am.
Or do you owe back child support for your child?
Yes, I do.
Okay. No more questions.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to make my final statement.
Okay, so are you, okay, hold on. You're done making any testimony related to your case and everything like that? You're ready to close?
No, I was making my final testimony.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. My final testimony is that I have, once again, like I said, the facts of the case is that Miss Bowden left the house, the relationship with the kids, and she had full possession of them. She failed to be able to take care of them. So therefore, she gave them to me because she felt I was in a better position to take care of them so that they have their own room and things like that. Since that day that I received the kids, they have their own room. I bought them beds. They have both of them have beds apiece. They have their own television. They have their own everything, and they've been with me since pretty much July of 2021. Um, the facts to the case is that they have been going to school and that they have attended school, and they haven't had, and I haven't had any truancy appearances in court about their attendance. They have exceeded in school. Maya is being looked at to be put in the honor society. Jamie is just getting started because she was in kindergarten, which she is going to first grade this coming up year. I do take them to school as well as pick them up from school. Um, I I have exchanged days and times with their mother where they can be with her, and then I pick them back up once it's time for them to come back to me. Um, their insurance and everything is carried through me. So when we do go to any doctor visits, dentist visits, and everything like that, it's handled with me. I actually goes to the doctor with them, sit there for every appointment and get everything that they need to be done. From schools, doctor's appointments, with them with their day-to-day needs with hair. I pay for them to get their hair done, of course, because I can't do it myself. So I pay for them to get their hair done. Their mama refused to do their hair because she said that I'm the custodial parent or I'm the parent, so I should figure it out. And I've been doing that. Um, and the facts of the case is that it's just I've been providing for the kids since Miss Bowden have asked me to provide for the kids and make sure that everything was taken care of. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Bowden, you can give a closing statement if you choose to. You both can waive a closing statement because I have questions.
Well, I'm gonna waive the closing statement.
Okay, Mr. Pruitt, do you also waive your closing statement?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I have filed to the court a divorce decree in agreement. At this point in time, I'm asking to actually just asking that the court actually see fit to find a ruling and judgment of this situation today, because it has been a very timely manner and it's making it very difficult for the kids. As well as I'm asking that the court see fit that that the kids remain with me, and that I'm the primary parent for them, but as well as Miss Bowden to share the custody with her so she can get them the Texas standardized visitation first, third, and fifth weekend. And that's what I'm pretty much asking of today. That's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, so the court has some questions. First, and this is to both of you, and all I want you all to do is answer the question. You're not going to give any additional testimony, okay? Testimony is closed at this point. When was the last time either of you used drugs?
Last month.
It's been over a year, so Judge.
Okay. Ms. Bowden, last month, what did you use?
Marijuana.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, you said over a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Lie.
What was it that you, Ms. Bolden, that's not appropriate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was on mute.
What was your drug of choice?
Marijuana, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Bolden, are you currently expecting a child?
No,
Or any other children born or adopted of your marriage?
no.
Okay. Where do you currently live?
I live in McKinney, Texas.
Okay, at the time you filed this divorce petition, had you been domiciled and lived in Dallas County?
No,
Where were you living?
McKinney, Texas, in Collin County.
Okay, Mr. Pruitt was living in Dallas County, is that correct?
Correct.
Are you asking for the divorce because because of discord and conflict that has made the marriage relationship much unworkable?
Yes.
Is there any chance of reconciliation between the two of you?
No.
Right. Mr. Pruitt, the children have been living with you since 2021, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pruitt, do you have a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why don't you have a valid driver's license?
My license was suspended due to my, what is that? Insurance and child support. It was suspended for child support. So right now I'm actually in court because I'm trying to get I'm actually in court for, I did the SR 22, so I'm trying to get my occupational license at the time.
All right. What is the status of the occupational license?
I have to go to court for it. I think I'm set for court next month or so like that, Judge.
That was, my apologies. That was actually a better question. When is the court date? Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
next month for the SR 22. I'm assuming your employer knows the status because you drive for work.
I drive forklift equipment. I don't drive like trucks or anything.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your work schedule?
I work at I have to be here at 7. I get off at 3:30.
What, Monday through Friday?
Yes, ma'am. Monday through Friday.
Are you off on the weekends?
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, what's your work schedule?
2 to 10.
Is it Monday through Friday?
It rotates weekends, so no. It just it's like a flexible schedule.
You say 2 to 10, is that 2 a.m. to 10?
2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
And currently your access with the children has been first, third, and fifth?
It's no, they gave me first, third, fourth, and fifth.
Okay. It's that first, third, fourth, and fifth. You currently live in Collin County, Dad. You live in Dallas County.
Yes, ma'am.
What school do the children go to currently?
Frida Elementary
Where is that located?
in Oak Cliff.
Did you say Frida?
Frida. Yes, ma'am. They changed the name of it. It used to be Ariel Thornton, but they've been changing the name of all the schools.
Okay, you said Freedom Element, and both children go there, right?
Correct.
Are they 8 and 6 now?
No, they 5 and 7, but the 5-year-old finna turn 6 in August.
Okay. All right. And what grades are they in?
They're going to second and first. One going to first, one going to second.
All right. Okay. Who covers the children on health insurance?
I do.
I did at first, but he took it. He took them, and so I just dropped them off mine.
Okay. Mr. Pruitt, that's through your employer?
Yes, ma'am. it was with Medicaid at first, and then I picked them up through my employer.
All right. Do you know how much the coverage is for the children only?
My coverage for them is $300.
For both of them only, not including you?
I have a family thing, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, how many, let me ask you this question. So you said it's $300, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many
So
people?
it's $100 a piece since that's the case, because it's 3 of us. So
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
$300. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And mom, where do you work?
I work at Baybrook Village.
How much money do you make?
An hour,
Yes.
I make 18 an hour.
You work a 40-hour work week?
Yes,
You get overtime,
yes.
right? How often do you work overtime on average?
I'll just probably sometimes work an extra 8 to 16 hours.
Per month?
Yeah.
Did you get a did you work at this job last year?
No, I worked at Medical City of Plano and McKinney. So I have W-2s for those, yes.
Okay. So this year, so far on your paycheck stub, what's your year to date?
Let me see. I haven't too long just started the job, so.
When did you start?
I started the job earlier this month. Only got paid like twice already.
Oh, okay. So prior to that, you worked.
I was doing like private sitting. I'm a nurse assistant, so I do like private care. So now I'm working at a facility, and I started that facility earlier this month.
Okay.
But before that, I was just doing private care.
Okay. Do you have any other income outside of Baybrook Village?
No. Oh, I just do DoorDash sometimes.
Okay. Roughly how much do you make a month doing DoorDash?
Ooh, I can make a lot in DoorDash.
When you say a lot, if you had to sum it up in a month, like.
I'm looking at my thing now so I can let you know. I made a lot that month. Let me see if I can, but I need a calculator. It tells me by the weeks. It says June 5th through the 11th, I made 371. June 12th through the 18th, I made 472. The 19th through the 25th, I made 633. And June 26th through July 2nd, I made 690.
And that's for the whole month of June, right?
That's for the whole month of June, yes.
I have a calculator here. 371 plus 472 plus 633, 690. So that's $2,100 for that month, in addition to what you're getting paid at Baybrook, right?
Yes.
Do you have access to your full-time job for health insurance on the children too?
I have access to it. I just haven't done it yet because I didn't know what was going to happen. I still have time to add them to it.
Okay. I do want to go back to Mr. Pruitt. Mr. Pruitt, I asked you about the medical insurance coverage. Do you also have dental and vision?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know the breakdown of how much it costs for both children?
Actually, they dental and stuff like that have went through. I didn't sign up with dental through the job. They dental is still with what is that?
Medicaid?
Yes, ma'am.
What about vision?
Vision is with Medicaid too.
All right. Both of you have access to internet in your homes?
Yes.
Yes.
I asked that question because you are going to do a parenting class, and a lot of them are online, so it'll be more convenient for you.
Okay.
I think that was Oh, and does the court have valid email addresses for both of you?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. You all still, would you still want to do exchanges at Kona Grill?
I would prefer her to pick up the kids on Friday, Your Honor, from school, where I don't have to meet with her at all. Cause she accused me of being violent and stuff like that. I would prefer if I don't have to meet her on Friday, then that's fine. And then if she was to bring back to me on Sunday, then yes, we can make that Kona Grill. Or
Well,
the police station. The police station would be absolutely better.
well,
That's
I was getting ready to recommend the police station because when the children aren't in school, it would have to be somewhere else anyway. So what is a police station in between where the both of you stay? I do,
There's not one.
well, there's the city that's in between you all is, what part of Dallas you live in, Mr. Pruitt?
Oak Cliff,
Okay. North Oak Cliff or South Oak Cliff?
South Oak Cliff.
So the city that's probably in the middle for the both of you headed towards McKinney would probably be what, Richardson?
Richardson.
Yeah, I think Richardson would probably be right there in the middle between both of you.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, let me look up the address for the Richardson Police Department. And you all are going to do the exchange in the lobby. So that way it's plenty of law enforcement around. Either one of you try anything, I can assure you, you're probably going to go to jail and it's not worth it. So that'll ensure that both of you, you know, stay on your best behavior. Let me make sure this is the right address, 200 North Greenville Avenue.
Sounds about right.
All right, I think that concludes all of the questions. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it does. I took down a lot of notes, but you all, remember you all took the child custody evaluation. So there was some information that was in there, but some information I just needed, you know, up to date. So that's all the questions that I have, but I do want to just remind you all of something. I understand that you all may not get along. You don't like some of the things that she does. You, Ms. Bowden, don't like some of the things Mr. Pruitt does, but I want to remind you that you all are in each other's life forever. You know, I know people, you hear people say you're in these children's lives until you're 18. They're 18. When they graduate from high school, they're going to want both of you there. When they graduate from college, they're going to want both of you there. When they get married, they have children, they're going to want both of you there. So as best you can, you all are going to have to figure out a way to work together for the best interest of these children, because what you don't want is for either of them to start playing the two of you against each other. If you all are against each other, well, and see, that's what we have to fix. That's why you all are going to go to a parenting class and you're going to get some tools and learn some new skills and way of communicating with each other so you all can learn how to start working together. These kids are not going to grow up healthy, stable, mentally, or anything like they need to be if the two of you do not work together, okay? So I would highly encourage you all to do that. The threats, how you all speak to each other, third parties getting involved, whether it's family members, girlfriends, boyfriends, whomever, that has to stop. I can't tell you what to do because you all are grown. You're going to do what you want to do. I can just tell you that if either you come back to court and it's brought to the court's attention that things of that nature are continuously going on, then the court has an obligation to do what the law says it can do to protect the best interests of these children. So if that means restricting some access, restricting some visitation, all of those type of things is going to happen. You all understand what I'm saying, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that does not need to happen again. That whole text thread, how you all speak to each other, that's unacceptable. You're parents and you're adults. You have to learn how to communicate with each other, okay? Now, I'm going to take some time and take this under advisement because I have, in addition to the child custody evaluation that I've read, I also want to take another review of the evidence that you all have presented, including your testimonial evidence, to make sure that I come up with a ruling that's going to be in the best interest of these children. And I will get you all in a ruling sent out to you by email soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay. We're off the record. Do you all have any questions before we leave? Any questions related to next steps? We're not reopening evidence. Anything related to next steps?
Yeah, next
Yeah,
step is I have a question of if I have to continue to wait, how do I get help with the kids, or do I just continue to provide for the kids by myself? Because I've been doing it for 2 years and I ain't got no child support, no help for them.
Well, that's why I'm taking my ruling under advisement. I don't know what the ruling is going to be right now. I can't tell you for sure. So I don't know what that's going to look like.
So I just got to wait for the ruling.
Yes. I won't have you all waiting long. I will not have you waiting long. I don't think that's fair to do you all like that, but you will get something soon enough. Okay?
I need his video. Did you-
Oh, Mr. Pruitt, did you send your video?
Oh, I didn't. I need the email address to actually send it.
Yes, so you see the name at the bottom, Joey Rivera?
Yes, ma'am. How
You see
you
her?
said Joey?
It says Joey, Joie.
Hold on. I'm sorry, my phone.
Like
You said
if you look at the screen and see all of us. Can you see all of us?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, at the bottom, or she's at the bottom of my screen. I don't know how she looks on your screen, but it says Joy Rivera. That's her first and last name. So you're going to put a period between there. So it's Joey.Rivera, the @ DallasCounty.org.
DallasCounty.org.
Yes, and it's spelled out Dallas, DALLAS, County, COUNTY.org. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the chat for you.
At Dallas County, you said at DallasCounty.org.
Yes.
So I have Joey.Rivera at DallasCounty.org.
Yes, and so you can double check it. I just put it in the chat.
And I labeled that as Exhibit 1.
Yes, Respondents Exhibit 1. And you don't have to do it at this moment. You can wait until we get off the Zoom and actually do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, you all have a good rest of the day and thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
You're welcome.